Hey crafty cuties, welcome back to Paper Terrace. If you're new, I'm Jessica, and I am going to show you my last 2 years of my Christmas Advent journals. And these kind of went along with a journaling challenge. I'll explain it as we go through, and I am hoping and crossing my fingers that I can do this again this year. I will know actually within the next week or so, so stay tuned. I am planning a challenge at least, and then I'm hoping to also have some journal advent packs that go along with the challenge. However, anyone can do the challenge. It's kind of like a prompt list challenge. So you can do it even if you didn't buy my pack. And so we're going to go through these, and then I'm going to give you a quick little peek, but we will look at some beautiful fabric that I got to go along with this year's little mini journals for the Advent packs. Okay, so 2 years ago, I made these little boho Christmas mini journals, and they came along with, I can't remember if I did this the same way, but I'm pretty sure it was 12 different little surprises that you open, and each day starting December 13th you would open one, and it could be something that you put in your journal as like a layout, or you could use it however you wanted essentially. So that's what I did here, but the next year I went a little bit more above and beyond, but I'll show you this first. So basically every day starting December 13th, there will be either a prompt, and that's going to go along with opening up a little surprise that you would get if you purchased my Advent packs, so that you can create a little creative layout. It could be a creative layout, or it could be a memory keeping layout if you wanted to incorporate pictures, memorabilia, whatever. You could do it in your December daily if you partake in that, or it could be in a separate journal. It could be in the journal that I have, that I included with the Advent packs. Lots and lots of different options. I never create my videos and challenges so that you have to be purchasing my things. I'm always going to show you how to either purchase or how to make your own, or use what you have. So there was that one. Love how that one turned out. Super fun to do a creative journal. This was last year's, and I am obsessed with this one. This was so fun. I have a little pocket here. So last year I sold Advent journal packs that included the journal and then 12 little surprises that you would open up. The surprises were handmade ephemera or things that you could use in your journal. So it's all like paper crafting stuff. And this is what my final journal looked like. And if you can imagine, day one was, I don't remember if I made a prompt list. I will be honest, I don't think so. But I think this year, if I do it, I'm going to add a prompt list, and it will be something like multiple pockets, or frames. It'll have certain words where you can, or like a picture of your weather, something like that. It's going to be some kind of prompt list where it will help you do a layout in your own journal. I want to make it a little bit more, the reason I want to do the prompt list is so that more people feel like they can join the challenge even if they don't buy my Advent packs, if that makes sense. But so these are the different little layouts that I made using the things that were in those Advent packs. I love how this one turned out. Such cute little envelopes, little pockets and things that were made for you. So the journaling challenge was, I think, pretty easy. You could spend 5 or 10 minutes a day to create a really cute creative layout, and I am really hoping that I can get around to it again this year. Little tags and bookmarks that are embellished. And so my idea for this year is to do something similar, but again, with the prompt list so that anyone can join. And I do not think that I will have many available. Cute little index card that's stamped and has a little tab. Yeah, I don't think I will be able to have as many available as I did last year, because I also send out journal packs now and journals every month, and so it is a lot on my plate. But I just can't pass this up again. It was so much fun. So many good things in here, and this is probably one of my favorite little journals to look at. So there that is, and I hope that I explained that journaling challenge a little bit better. I recently did a flip through and video of my last 9 years of my December daily journals, and I mentioned in that video that I would go over these two journals and talk a little bit more about journaling prompts. So I purchased some pretty expensive fabric, but I think it's going to be worth it. And I think that for this year's little mini journals that will go along with the Advent packs, I am going to go with more of a pink theme. However, I am going to include handmade items that also go along with the very classic retro style, just to give you an idea, because that is what I love. So I'm going to combine them. Since the last 2 years I did this little mini size, it's also going to be these sizes. But here's this one. I am obsessed. This is the first time I have ordered fabric from Spoonflower, and I did pay extra to get it here as quick as it did. Otherwise it wasn't going to be here very quick. So it feels very nice quality. And I like that the fabric's a little bit more unique, like someone designs the print and then you can purchase the fabric. And super obsessed with this one. There were a lot of options, but again, the fabric's quite expensive, so to get more than a couple prints was not going to work. Yeah, these are exactly the vibe I was going for. So that's what you can expect whenever I get to creating my little Advent packs. And if I don't get to it, then I'm just going to be stuck with some really cute fabric. But yeah, I want to know if you guys have any questions. If you participated in last year's, let me know. Or if you purchased one of these boho mini journals the year before, I would love to know, what did you like about it? What would you like to see in a future sale or challenge? And I also love any kind of feedback on any type of junk journal challenges that you have done. In my December daily video where I went through those 9 years of junk journals, I was trying to kind of open up and speak a bit more about junk journaling and getting started with junk journaling, because I know that some of my viewers have been wanting to start a junk journal and have not been able to really jump in, and I really get the intimidation. So I wanted to give you a few options for different ways that you could start a junk journal. And I quite honestly think that doing a junk journal challenge is a great way to start a new journal. And even if your goals are that you want to have like a memory keeping type journal that's going to have photos, memorabilia, journaling, that can be a little overwhelming because it's so much into one journal. But I really do feel like doing a creative journal where you're just using those cute supplies that I know you have been hoarding, and you get to use them in a creative way. There's not really any rules for how things end up, and you just get to use the things, put them down on a page, glue them, and it's really just for your creative energy. It's not going to take as much time, I think, as a typical memory keeping type junk journal, or at least in my experience. And you usually end up with a full finished journal, and that can feel really satisfying and kind of be what some people need to light the fire and start actually junk journaling. So yeah, I will definitely keep you posted. and let you guys know if I end up getting the 12 days of journaling set up. Again, that won't be until the end of December, so we have time, but I have to start prepping now. So I would love any feedback. Thanks for hanging out and checking out these 2 finished journals, and I will see you guys soon. Have a great day. Bye.